What's up, guys? It's your girl, Hayley Delaine, and I'm here chilling in the Cinemaker broadcast studio, and I've got the one and only Andrew Huang. Did I say it right?
Yes, you got it.
I got it. Thanks
Nailed
so much
it.
for coming and talking to me.
Thanks for having me, Hayley.
How's your playlist going?
Good. I love playlists. It's such a good vibe. Meeting tons of people. I had a meetup today. I had a panel today.
Oh, so you've been in
and then
the
all the
thick of
creators, you know, yeah. It's just such good people.
What number playlist is this for you?
Only my second.
Only
I was
the
here
second.
last year.
Okay.
And I'm back this year.
What's one of your favorite playlist memories?
Well, they did the Universal Studios thing previous years, and this year they're not doing it. We're going bowling instead. But it was super fun to have like Harry Potter World all to ourselves.
True.
That's a highlight.
That's a good one. That's a good one. So I have a small confession to make. Big fan of all your videos. And one of my favorite videos that you ever made was when you were in the classroom and you used like dinosaurs and everything from like my preschool days. And can you tell me about how you came up with the idea to make that video? Because I still watch that video to this day.
Well, it's sort of a theme that I just like to explore all different kinds of sounds from anything to make music with, because there are so many sounds around us all the time that we don't even think about, but you can use them in fun ways to actually create something that's really interesting to listen to, and because they're not the usual instruments we're always used to hearing, it's kind of a different spin on things. It's more fun. It's a little different. Yeah.
Have you always been musically inclined? Like, did this start at a very young age, or how did you get into it originally?
Yeah, I was always into music from when I was young, but I was also really more into visual art. I was drawing, I was painting, but at some point music kind of took over and really became my life. But yeah, always creative in some way.
That's awesome. And what made you want to like take it to the internet and become an influencer?
I guess I wasn't really thinking about it, and it just sort of happened. Like the internet seemed to me like just a place where you could connect with anybody. So I've been doing this since 2004, like since before Facebook, YouTube, anything, and I just had a friend who knew how to make websites, and she helped me code a little site, and I just started posting my music, and that's actually where I started building an audience. And then, you know, everything started happening on YouTube, and I moved over there. But it was just always about being excited to make music and to share it with whoever was interested.
That's amazing. So you have like talents across the board when it comes to music. You do a little bit of everything. Do you have like a favorite thing to do when it comes to like music creation?
I guess writing, like just, you know, the act of creating something and expressing something and hopefully finding something new that hasn't quite been done before. That's the most exciting.
So who's one collab that you haven't done yet that you would really love to collab with?
Oh, that's a tough question. I mean, I'll go off YouTube for this and say I've been listening to a lot of Kimbra recently, and if I could ever work with Kimbra, that would be a dream come true.
That would be a good one. Yeah. That would be a good one. So another question for you: if you could only pick one platform to be on, what would it be and why?
YouTube, 100%.
100%?
Yeah, love YouTube.
And even with algorithm changes, what do you think about all this?
I mean, you can never really be sure what exactly it's doing. I mean, people have their hunches and stuff, but I think the most important thing is that it's a place where you're really able to create what you want to create and connect with a lot of different kinds of people, and so I think that's always what I'll be doing.
That's great. And you have such a huge fan base. What's one piece of advice that you would give your fans that watch you?
I think the thing that's most important and that I hope comes across in all my videos is that creativity is there and accessible to everybody, and it's its own reward. Like, it's obviously really fun to grow an audience and to perform and to do all these kinds of things, but the best part of my day is still just exploring and creating and making music and kind of like being on my own and tinkering with my sounds and my weird little synthesizers and all that stuff. So, you know, that kind of thing is really accessible to anyone, just expressing yourself and being creative.
That's awesome. And I've been seeing you've been doing like a lot of giveaways and different contests and stuff. Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Yeah, a couple times a year. I just like to do giveaways. Just because it does take equipment to make certain kinds of music, and I like the idea that I can make that accessible to some people for whom it's not accessible. So it's open to anyone. It's not about like where you live. It's not about having to have a certain talent and winning something. It's just like, let's do a draw. I have relationships with some companies, and they're happy to share some stuff.
That's really cool. That's awesome. What's one thing that you've learned throughout this process of being in like the social media influencer space that you'd like to share?
The haters don't matter.
True. I agree with that
just
one.
like, yeah, they don't even,
Do you read
they're
the
not part of it.
Are you a comment reader?
I read a lot of them, definitely right after putting out a video.
Yeah.
I like to see what the reaction is, but they're just constant, you know, and you can totally get lost in them, you can get too caught up in them, and so I think it's good not to like read every single one and really hang on to them.
And remember the handles.
Yeah.
You're like looking up like, who said this?
Yeah, that's no good.
Oh yeah, I can't do that. What else is coming up for you in 2018, 2019?
So I'm working on a lot of big projects right now. I used to do 2 videos a week on YouTube. I'm still going to be obviously uploading as much as I can, but I'm also wanting to focus on some bigger projects, some more kind of passion projects of my own, doing more original music, and maybe introducing some new elements into my videos that aren't exactly what I've been doing before. A little bit of narrative stuff, a little bit of slightly higher production stuff that I'm excited about, but that I can't share too much about.
Now. We know how that goes. Well, tell everybody who doesn't follow you already where they can follow you.
For sure. So it's Andrew Huang on YouTube and at Andrew's Music on Instagram.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. And I know you're about to go get into something fun. So thank you again and enjoy the rest of your playlist. You guys, that's it from me. It's your girl, Hayley Delaine. This is Andrew, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.